Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing fine. I'm sure that we're inside our house. Nobody can come in, nobody can go out. And maybe we got a case of messy rooms. So let's see what happens here with the Berenstain Bears. These are one of my favorite stories. The messy rooms. Let's see. From the outside, the bear's tree house, which stood beside a sunny dirt road deep in the bear country, looked very neat and well kept. The flower beds sparkled with red, yellow, and blue tulips. The woodwork was freshly painted in wood repair. The grass was cut and the vegetable patch was properly weeded. Even the bird's nest was perched on one of the treehouse branches that was well trimmed. Everything looked so good. Look, the daughter is having such a fun time. Everybody's having such a good time. The inside of the bear's treehouse was neat and clean too. The pictures were straight. The piano was all dusted. And the kitchen was spick and span. Even the basement was neat and clean. And if you think it's easy to keep a treehouse basement neat and clean, well, you've never tried to do it. Yes, the bear's treehouse was a lesson in neatness and cleanliness, except one place. Brothers and sisters' bedrooms was a complete mess. Oh my God, look at all these things they have out.
I know, I watched
that. A dust-catching, wall-to-wall, helter-skelter mess. A half-done jigsaw puzzle gathered down in the dust one corner of the room. A group of brother dinosaur models collected cobwebs in another. Sister stuffed animals were everywhere. As for the cub's big storage closet, well, you must be careful before you open it. It wasn't that brother and sister were naturally messy. They tried to keep the room straight. They made their beds most of the time, and they picked and swept once in a while. The trouble was that when the cleanup time came, they spent more time arguing than cleaning. How am I supposed to sweep your dumb dinosaur toys all over the floor? Argued sister. They're not toys, they're models. And don't move them. I'm working on the setup of the Stone Edge. Brother protested. Playstones? Stones, shouted sister. Not only was brother and sister's room a mess, but brother and sister were getting to be a mess too. Always arguing about cleaning up chores instead of sharing the job and working as a team. You know how important is work as a team. When we clean up, we clean as a team. What usually happened was that while the cubs argued about whose turn was to do what, Mama took the room and did it. She just keeping herself. She was often the one picking up the worst part of it. Just picking it up. Look how tired she is. That's not fair. I'm putting everything away. Well, the mess just seemed to be building up and up and up. So one day, maybe it was because Mama's back were a little stiff, or maybe it was stepping on her brother's airplane cement, or maybe she was just fed up with all that messy room. But whatever it was, Mama Bear lost her temper. She stormed into the cub's room with a big, huge box. The first thing we have to do is get rid of all this junk, she said. Junk, said the brother and sister, watching with horror as Mama began throwing all their things in the box. my teddies and junk, screamed sister. My bird nest's collection is not and junk, yelled brother at the top of his lungs. But Mama Bear was not joking. The scream and yelling got loud and loud, and it reached Papa, who was in his workshop putting the finishing touches on a batch of chairs that he had been ordered by one of his customers. He couldn't imagine what was wrong. He hurried upstairs and looked into the messy, noisy room. It didn't take a deep thinker to figure out what was going on. Quiet! Papa got Mama and the cubs' attention and called a family meeting right there. Now, the mess has already built up in this room, he said. In fact, this is the worst case of messy buildup I've ever seen. And it isn't fair, he continued. It isn't fair to your mama and me because we have a lot of other things to take care of. And it isn't fair for you because you really can't have fun or relax in a room that is such a terrible mess. Oh, I don't think Mama Bear is really happy now. But Mama is putting all my things in that box, even my teddy, said sister. And my things too, cried brother. Then Papa got an idea. A box, yes, he said. Better yet, a lot of different kind of boxes. A big toy box for your large toys. I can make one for you in my shop. And then some smaller boxes for your collections and models. And how about one of those boards with holes and pegs to hang on things, asked sister. A pegboard, said Papa. Great idea. All this room needs is a little organization. A little organization and few rules, said Mama. Rules about more sweeping and less arguing, and now leaving things to gather dust and cupcakes. Papa set to work by making a fine big box with a pledge board. While the cubs and Mama sorted the things out, the books, the games, the puzzles, they put them into boxes that fit neatly into the closet, and everything was labeled so they knew what was going on. Some of the cubs' things didn't end in Mama's big throwaway box. Not Sister's teddy, of course, but some of the brothers' nests, the crumbling, far apart ones. It was a very big job cleaning all that messy buildup, but after a lot of straightening it up and putting away, the job was finally finished. Wow, said brother, that was quite a job, but it was worth it. It looks like a whole new room, said sister, and the cubs were right. Look what a wonderful, wonderful room. Everything looks like a classroom, so neat and nice. And Papa had been right too. It was so much more enjoyable to live in a neat, clean, well-organized room, and so much more relaxing. It wasn't that exciting to open the big storage now, but it was much more practical and a lot more fun. So this is one of my favorite books, and right now that we have a lot of time to maybe clean up mess, you can help your mommy and daddy do that. See you.